It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. On today's program, my friends, I am going back into the Daily Doug vault and accessing a reaction that I filmed in late 2023 for our Fan Favorites series. And I'm happy to share Telephone Line by Electric Light Orchestra with y'all today. So as I remember, when I was recording this Fan Favorites episode, I introduced the song, and I did not recognize the song by its name, nor by its sound, until it reached the chorus. And you can see the light go on in my head going, oh, it's that song. So it ends up that I actually had heard it before, but it was really great to have it under the microscope a little bit as we were listening all together on that Fan Favorites episode. We haven't done much from this band on the channel previously, just Concerto for a Rainy Day and Fire on High. That's it. And it's been over a year and a half since we've had any of ELO's music on the channel, so it's past time to enjoy their sounds with y'all here. So I am excited to share my reaction to ELO's Telephone Line with y'all now. So on we go to the Electric Light Orchestra, and the song that we're going to hear is called Telephone Line. This one comes to us from Mr. Fahrenheit. Thank you, Mr. Fahrenheit. They say that this is simply one of the best songs ever written. Jeff Lynne is just an amazing artist and is amazing on this song, as is the rest of the band. The delivery of every line feels so perfect. I can't wait. I don't think I know this one. I don't think I've heard it. It was a successful single for the band. It reached the top 10 in several countries, and it's from A New World Record, which was their 6th album, released in 1976. It's about a man who's listening to the ringing of his phone, waiting and hoping for a girl to answer, and he is imagining what she might say if she actually does pick up. And I found a quote from Jeff about this. They said that they used an American telephone sound instead of a British one. I think they just preferred the way the American tone sounded. They called an American number that they knew that no one would answer, just to listen to it for a while. And then they recreated the sound on their Moog synthesizer and dialed it in. That's interesting to me. Very cool. So we've got Jeff Lynne on vocals and guitars. Bev Bevan is on the drums and percussion. Richard Tandy is on a whole bunch of keyboards. I'm not sure which one's specifically on this song. Kelly Grokut is on the bass, and Mick Kaminsky and Hugh McDowell and Melvin Gale are on some strings. So wonderful. Let us take a look at Telephone Line from Electric Light Orchestra. Off we go. Turns major.
How are you? Have you been alright? Through all those lonely, 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 lonely.
Ooh, this is a different direction than I thought.
I tell you
Three, four,
you pick up that telephone.
Major 7,
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
D major 7, 4 chord,
yeah. Hey,
beautiful.
how you feeling? Are you still the same? Don't you
This is the fourth
realize
step.
the things we did? You're all for
Up to
real.
B,
Got a dream
to the E.
I just can't believe
Yeah.
they've all faded out of view. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh,
Of course. This I remember. Goes into a doo-wop. Down to 6. 5. It's the doo-wop progression. I've heard this on the radio. Yeah. Never knew what the words were, honestly, besides the doo-wops. Slowed down version of the doo-wop, 6 down to 4. Flat 6, back to 1 in A. Okay, so when it's ringing, it's back to minor, A minor.
Okay.
Then it turns major again.
No one's answering. Well, can't you just let it ring a little longer, longer, longer? Oh.
Raises up and goes to 2.
Sit tight.
5.
Two shadows of the night. Let it ring forevermore.
Time, telephone line. I'm living in twilight. I'm living in purgatory. It's Schrodinger's phone call, right? Until it's answered, you don't know. I forget about ELO. Keep coming back to that. It's like a warm hug. It's a really clever perspective to write a song about. We're reaching out to the telephone line for to be that that presence with us. I remember. The kids today, they have it easy, because everybody's got personalized phones. You don't have to call the home number, and go through the dad or the older brother before you get to talk to the girl, Just sparking some memories. Wonderful. That was really cool. I need to remember ELO. I haven't, they are underrepresented on the channel. And every time I think that I have listened to them, I very much have enjoyed the sounds. It's just warm and lovely and great. Such a great song, right? I love it. I love it. So yeah, they've been underrepresented here on the channel. So my including them today is part of my effort to counteract that. So it's great to include them today. The one thing I want to leave you with, as I was preparing this video, I went back and re-listened to the song and my reaction to remember what I said. And I was reminded of the mono effect in the first part of the song. It really caught my ear this time, and I wanted to find out more about how that ended up being included on the song. So I found this information about that. It was a very late addition to the song's sound. The recording had been completed, And Jeff Lynne was bringing the tapes from England to California when he got the idea to add this effect to the song. So it was in Cherokee Studios in Los Angeles that engineers Dwayne Scott and Kevin Gray were instructed to manually add this muted mono telephone effect to the completed stereo master. And the song plays normally until the very first vocal line of the first verse, when that mono, like listening on the telephone sound, comes into play. And then this continues along with the ringback tone until the lonely, 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 lonely nights line comes into the song. And then we get the full stereo version of the song, and it's slowly phased in. Did you catch that? And that's really, really fun to learn more about that. It's a big part about how this song, or at least for those of us of a certain age who remember those sounds, they're ingrained into our heads. You know, it's part of how this song rings authentically, right? Because it's just, that's what the sound is that we remember when we would call the phone all those years ago. The song is one of the band's biggest hits. It spent 6 weeks in the top 10 and over 3.5 months on the active Billboard charts, and it continues to be a classic song for ELO, so it was great to include the telephone line with y'all today. Thanks for being with me. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.